Hello, my beautiful viewers. What I thought I'd talk about now is one of my favourite subjects, time travel. I think my favourite time ship of all time in sci-fi is definitely Doctor Who's TARDIS. There. This is Matt Smith's TARDIS that I bought, and I've used on some of my videos in the past. I've got 4 TARDISes. There. Now, the concept of Doctor Who is, to me, it's just brilliant, to be perfectly honest with you. The people who came up with Doctor Who, it's just brilliant, absolute brilliance, in my opinion. I mean, there you are, you've got a police box from the 50s or 60s, I think it is, right? And inside that, it's massive inside and small outside. I mean, what a concept. The person who came up with that is bigger on the inside than it is outside. I mean, what a concept. There. And then with the show itself, I mean, the character, the Doctor, 2 hearts, and he can change his face. And and now we've had a woman Doctor as well. I mean, what a concept, isn't it? What an absolute concept, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, I mean, that is my favourite time ship from sci-fi, to be perfectly honest with you. Second is the time ship from The Time Machine, H.G. Wells, The Time Machine, the original one, the film, The Time Machine. Rod Taylor, I think. I've got it on Blu-ray and DVD. I mean, I've always been intrigued with time travel and sci-fi and parallel universes as well. What I like about time travel is the way that certain moments in your life can send you off into a totally different direction. I'll give you an example. It's like I've got 2 best mates, Stephen and Mike. I met Mike, my best mate, in 1993, because I'm 52 years old, in my local library. Now, if I hadn't been in that library, I never would have met him. And if he hadn't been in that library, he would never have met me. You know, so it's totally off into a totally different direction. If he hadn't met Mike, I wouldn't have gone to Paris. I wouldn't have seen all of London that I'd seen with him. I wouldn't have seen the South Coast as much as the South Coast as I did with him. He came to Cornwall with me twice. I was best man at his wedding. None of that would have happened if I hadn't have gone in the library that day, you know, and he hadn't been in there. It's always intrigued me. Little moments in your life can just send your life off like that. Doof, doof, doof. Which leads me on then to parallel universes. Now, I'm open to the possibility of parallel universes, to be honest with you. There could be other versions of all of us. Right now, I'm talking to you on this video, and in a parallel universe, I could be doing something else, you know. So it's like every second, like little universes being created. You know, I'm open to that. You know, and I love time slip stories as well, you know, and parallel universe stories as well. That's why I did a video at Bowl Street in Liverpool, in the UK, talking about the amount of time slips that happened in Bowl Street in Liverpool, you know, as well. Yeah, I've always been intrigued with that, you know. There's also a story, I think I've said on this on one of my series, James Higgins' Mysterious Universe and James Higgins' Mysterious World. There was a guy who had a nosebleed. This is in Liverpool, in Bold Street, and a nosebleed. And he found himself in a parallel universe where where certain people, friends of his, didn't know him in this parallel universe, and I think he was there for like 2 weeks, I think, maybe less. And in this parallel universe, the lead singer of Oasis, Liam Gallagher, had died in a fight. But eventually, it came back to this universe. Obviously, that's where we relayed this story. It's on YouTube. Put in Bold Street, Liverpool, and parallel universe stories. You might, there. So yeah, it's interesting. It's unprovable though. Really, it's just totally unprovable. There was one story. I don't remember it all, but I did say it on one of my things, one of them mysterious universe things and world I do. There was a guy. What was it called? Tourette's. So no, not Tourette's. Allegedly, I think it was in the 1920s, 1930s. This particular guy had gone to Japan. He got to Japan. He had a passport with stamps in it and everything. This guy, and they got him at the airport, and he said to him, where are you from? He said this particular land. I can't remember what it is, what this particular land is. And they were bemused because he had a proper passport. And if you think in the 1920s, 1930s, there was no internet, no mobile phones, no printers, and all the rest of it. So there's a little strange thing there, isn't there? Anyway, he had these documents and all that, and all the stamps in the documents, and he said to him, he showed him a map, said, show me where it is, this alleged country of yours. And it was in between France and Spain, this particular country. And anyway, they put him in a room where there was only one door in, if I remember the story rightly. And they took his documents off him and put him in a safe. And come the next morning, and they went to his room. There was no one there. He went in the safe, if I remember rightly, and all his documents had gone as well. Isn't that strange? Yeah. So yeah, I've always been interested in time travel and stuff, time slips and stuff. I mean, I'll give you another one. I mean, I didn't, this particular one, I don't know if it was a ghost I saw, or I might have said it on my last video, I can't remember now, because I do that many videos, as you know. But my brother used to go night fishing years ago. This was. He's married now, got 4 kids. And I used to go and see him sometimes at 11 o'clock, at 12 o'clock at night. I'd go over the fields, and there's a big manor house, where I lived. And anyway, I don't know if I dreamed this what actually happened, right? Anyway, I was walking down there, and I turned round, and I saw this woman, and she had those, like you see those period dresses, which are massive around these women, what they used to dance in, the big thing, they're like a bloody big thing round them, and the dress goes right over them, one of them and that, and what have you, period dress, and what have you. Now, did I have a time slip, or was that a ghost? I don't know. To this day, I don't know about that one. I thought it was a ghost, but for the last week or two, I've been thinking about that. I'm thinking, was that a time slip? It could have been. You just don't know, do you? But anyway, getting back to the start of the story, yeah, that's my favourite time ship. Doctor Who. Definitely, 100%. Everything in the TARDIS, isn't it great? That's my favourite, time ship, to be perfectly honest with you. Anyway, just thought I'd have a little chat to talk about that sort of stuff. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.